Hi guys, it's Stacy from Clothes Live On, and today we are doing a different video. It was a trend that went around YouTube for a while, but it was a while back, and it was like Instagram controls my life. People would just make polls on Instagram and do whatever based on their followers voting on those polls. So I thought it would be fun to try my own hand at Instagram controls my life by doing Instagram controls my sourcing haul. So I went to 2 thrift stores. I went to Salvation Army, and then I went to a Village discount outlet store, and I sourced kind of like normal at first. So how I normally source is like I'll grab things that I'm kind of interested in, and then I will look them over for flaws, and then I'll look up comps and kind of decide on certain pieces if I think they're worth it. So for this video concept, I just did the first 2 steps. I grabbed things that I was interested potentially in buying, and I checked them over for flaws. But instead of deciding on my own if I was going to buy them or not, I took a picture of the item and I put it on my Instagram stories, and I gave you guys the details of the brand name, the size, and the price. And then from there, I just put a poll of should I buy this item? And I left the poll up for the entire time I was in the store, and right before I was ready to check out is when I would check all the polls, and then literally whatever you guys voted is what I did. And I didn't cheat. The only ones I really like, in one poll for a Ted Baker top, I specifically said I'm gonna cry if you guys say no, so that was actually, that poll ended up being 100% yes. And then for a Barefoot Dreams thing that you're gonna see in my haul, I did, it was starting to, but like very early on, it was starting to get more no's than yeses, and I basically like put a screenshot in the next story of comps, and then after that it started to get more yeses. So I do assume potentially that if someone had skipped the poll, they could have seen the comps and went back and voted yes based on the fact that I was saying I kind of wanted to buy it. But other than that, I didn't really give my personal opinions on if I really solidly think I would have bought it or not, but I will say that here. So, I have screenshots from each story of things that either I didn't buy or I did, and I'll scoot this way because my items are over here. I'll put the screenshot right there. So the first thing that I posted was a pair of Cartonnier shorts. So Cartonnier is an Anthropologie brand. They're more known for their blazers, but these shorts, they were striped shorts with like a lace overlay on them. They were a size large, and my thrift store had them for $3.99. And then I asked, should I buy them? And 43% said yes, and then 57% said no. So that was actually one that was a little more like split between the people. At one point when I checked it, it was 50-50, but it ended up pulling toward the no, so I did leave those shorts behind. The next thing that I asked about was a Tularosa dress. If you are not aware, Tularosa is a Revolve brand. It's sometimes sold on Revolve. So I found this blue and white striped high-low dress. It was a size small, and it was $4.99. And I asked, should I buy this? And 66% of people said yes, and then 34% said no. So I did buy that item, and I will show that to you. All right, so here is the first dress I bought because you guys said yes. I'm so happy you said yes. This was originally getting a no, and I was just concerned that people didn't know the brand. So I can't really show you the tag because there is a dry cleaning tag over it, but it's got the kind of like ruffle neckline. It is like a maxi length in the back. It's more of like a knee length in the front since it's that high-low. I'm super excited that people said yes because this is something that if I was sourcing on my own, I definitely would have picked this up. No question about it. Okay, the next item that I asked about was an Alice and Olivia dress. It was a size 10. It was $8.99. It was a leopard print, and it had kind of a cutout back. You couldn't see that in the picture that I asked. But for me, I definitely would have bought this. I think it's very trendy, and Alice and Olivia is a really good brand. I asked, should I buy it? And 87% of people said yes, and 13% said no. So of course, I did source that thanks to you guys. So here is that dress. The front is just kind of like a basic front, and then the back is where the detailing is. It's got the button back and the cutouts, and then the brand tag is in here. Like I said, I definitely would have picked this up on my own if I was not doing Instagram controls, my sourcing haul. So I'm super happy that people voted yes on that one. I guess I didn't say for the shorts. The shorts I would have been torn on. In the store, if I was just shopping on my own, I would have looked up comps to decide on the shorts, and I didn't do that at all since it wasn't me entirely picking. So I still don't know if they were worth buying or not. I passed on them because the poll said to. Okay, the next dress that I asked about was a Betsy Johnson dress. This isn't a brand that I normally pick up, but sometimes I do. So I liked this one because it was a midi length. It was floral print. I was shopping with my friend Annie, and she said it had a lot of like Ted Baker vibes. So it was a size 4 and it was $5.99. And when I polled, 40% of people said yes and 60% said no. So I did not buy this dress. I honestly think it didn't photograph as pretty as it was in person. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not mad about leaving it behind because I definitely think it's something that might have sat in my closet for longer. But obviously I was considering buying it if I put it in the poll. Okay, the next thing that I asked about was a pair of American Eagle jeans. I pick up American Eagle sometimes. It definitely has to be from 2018 or 2019. And it's price dependent and style dependent. So I was considering these ones. They were from 2019, I want to say April 2019. They were the mom jean. They were a size 8 and they were $5.99, which is definitely a little more than I would normally pay. I definitely was considering it. If it was like a half off day, I for sure would have bought them at like $3. That would have been a hard yes for me. But when I asked should I buy it, this was another poll that was pretty split. 46% of people said yes, and then 54% said no. So I did end up leaving them behind. But honestly, when I go back to Salvation Army, I don't even know when that will be. But if they're still around, I will probably look up comps and then reevaluate if I want to buy those or not. But for now, I left them at the thrift store. Alright, next thing. This is one that I actually did end up buying. This is, like I said, it's a Ted Baker blouse. So I found a white, it's like lace kind of crochet, like embellished blouse. You'll see it in a second. So it was a Ted Baker size 2, which I think is like a US like size small. It was $3.99, and then I asked if I should buy it, and I got 100% yes on that one. Alright, so this is the top. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited that I was allowed to buy this top. This is a piece that, like, if people had said no, I probably would have bought it anyway. I ended up not having to do that. There was nothing that got voted no that I wanted so badly that I, like, went against the poll. I did do everything that you guys actually asked me to. But I'm so excited to list this top. I think it's gorgeous. There is, like, no flaws on it. The back of it just needs to get steamed. It's so pretty. I'm so excited about this find. This is the Gabby top, I guess, or Gabby blouse. I will look into it more, but I'm so excited. Okay, on to the next item that I was considering. I actually was in the pajama aisle, which I don't always go in, but I went down the pajama aisle and I found a pair of Wilfred silk pajama shorts. They're a size small and they were $2.99. So that was a pretty good price for something that's 100% silk and Wilfred. And if you don't know, Wilfred is an Aritzia brand. I pick it up most of the time that I find it. So I asked, should I buy this? And I got 63% yes and 37% no. So obviously, those ended up coming home with me. So here are those shorts. I don't know if I'm going to get like a ton out of them. They are just pajama shorts, but I really liked the style of them. The material is awesome. I think personally that these were a really good find. I'm super happy with them. So yeah, that's the next thing I bought. So we're currently at 4 items that I bought. I did buy one more thing from Salvation Army, and that is actually the next thing on my poll. This was the last thing I asked about, and it got a yes. So I asked about a Diane von Furstenberg short sleeve blouse. It was a size 4 and it was $2.99, and it is 100% silk also. So when I asked should I buy it, I got 79% yes and then 21% no, and here is that top. So So it is just this black and white printed short sleeve top. I think it's really cute and classic, and I think it should do pretty decent in my closet, so I'm happy about that. So I sourced 5 items based on the polls from Salvation Army, and then I went over to Value Village and I sourced a little bit more there. So one of the first things I asked about at Value Village was a pair of cut from the cloth jeans. They were the Connie ankle skinny jeans. As you know, sometimes I buy cut from the cloth. I've said it before. I pick it up less often now than I used to because it definitely sits longer. But I actually thought the style on these was pretty cute. They were a size 10 and they were $4.14. So I asked should I buy them, and I got 30% yes and 70% no. So I did not buy those. I left those behind. The next thing I asked about was one of the ones where I think I kind of skewed the results. So I asked about this Barefoot Dreams cardigan, which I was just so excited to find it because Barefoot Dreams was on my bucket list. It was new with tags, which was very exciting. It's a size large / extra large, but it was $18. So it was a little more expensive, but like I ended up showing, comps are worth it. So I asked should I buy it, and the end result was 65% yes and 35% no. So I was able to take this home with me. I'm so happy. This is the other one that I'm like, it would have come home with me even if it had been voted no. But thankfully I didn't have to like go against the polls. So Barefoot Dreams logo here. I can expect like 50 to 60 for this. And like I said, this was a brand that I have been hoping to find. So I'm excited about that one. Okay, the next thing I asked about was a Wild Fox sweater that I found. It was green heart print sweater, size medium. I said it was $3 in the poll. I think it ended up being like $3.20. I asked should I buy it, and I got 77% yes and then 23% no. So that also came home with me. And this is that sweater. So it ended up being $3.70. I don't think it's that big of a price difference, honestly. But this is it. Wild Fox is a brand that does pretty well for me. It's sweater season. This is more of like a really lightweight sweater though. But I'm super happy about this. I for sure would have bought it if I was just shopping on my own. I think that's an awesome find. Okay, the next thing I asked about, I actually had to redo this poll because originally I thought they were cheaper than they were. So I found a pair of Karl Lagerfeld shoes, which I found this brand before, and I don't usually pick it up. A lot of times it's more dated, but I thought these ones were pretty trendy. So it was size 8 shoes, and they were $8.70. I asked if I should buy them, and I got 67% yes and then 33% no. So here are those shoes. I did realize when I was in line that the back heels are a little bit scuffed up, but I think they're still fine. They got the little tassel and the like tweed to them. I think they're really cute and pretty trendy, so happy to grab these. This is one that definitely on my own I would have been more torn about, so I was actually happy to have you guys kind of make a decision for me for this one. Alright, the next thing I asked about was a Monogram sweater. So Monogram is an Anthropologie brand. It was a size medium and it was $3.20. This is one where I've told my friend that I think on my own I probably would have left it behind just because Anthropologie hasn't been doing the best for me. But she said it was really cute and that she's glad I was getting it because in the poll I got 93% yes and 7% no. So basically everyone was telling me to buy it. So I did, obviously. That's the name of the game here. So this is what, and if you don't know the Monogram logo, that's what it is. This might be a 3/4 sleeve sweater, but it's a thicker sweater. It's got that really like graphic, colorful print to it. And even the back has some print to it. It's a size medium if I didn't already say that. So yeah, this came home with me. All right, the next thing I asked about was a very interesting looking Sleeping on Snow sweater. You're gonna get to see that in a second. So Sleeping on Snow is again an Anthropologie brand. This was a size extra small / small and it was $4.20. And when I asked if I should buy it, it was 88% yes and then 12% no. This is again one I think I might have left it behind on my own. Again, Anthropologie does not do the best for me. Oh no, and there's a little bit of, hopefully I can get that off because I didn't, that's my fault that I missed staining. Otherwise I probably would have just like left it behind without asking. So it's kind of got a poncho look to it, like, and it's got a higher neck to it, but then it does have sleeves. It has sleeves down here. It's very interesting. I really am going to need to find the style name of this to ever have a prayer of selling it, in my opinion. But yeah, I do like having unique things. I think this is super, super unique. We'll see how it does in the end because it's like a poncho with sleeves, essentially. All right, the next thing I asked about, this was actually one that I was bummed that I had to leave behind. So I found an Eileen Fisher sweater. It was a size extra small and it was $4.20. And I asked should I buy it, and I got 31% yes and 69% no. And I did stay true to the polls and I left it behind. But my friend Annie did end up buying it, and I'm so glad that it didn't have to get totally left behind. I should have included it when I was describing it. It was organic linen, so I actually think it was a more special sweater than, I passed on Eileen Fisher a lot. I would have liked to buy that one, but I'm so glad that my friend got to buy it because I think it was definitely not something to be left behind for the price point that it was. All right, and then this is the last item that I asked about. It was a J. Crew New with Tags coat. It was a size 6, but it was older. It's from 2015, and it was priced higher. It was $14.20. And this is one that was a very, very split poll. Literally, when I started to look at the results, it was split even 50-50. And I originally was going to leave it behind, and then my friend was talking me into it. And when I looked back at the poll, I had gotten one more vote that swayed it to yes. So I did end up buying it. So this poll ended up being 51% yes and 49% no. And I'm happy I got it because it's coat season. The color's amazing. It is new with tags. I think it'll do great for holiday season. It might be a little hard to photograph just based on how the lighting is handling it now, but it's a nice holiday red. It's from the holiday season of 2015. It's got these like detailed buttons. I'm actually happy I bought it in the end. I think it's a good find. It has like the extra buttons included and everything. So this is called the Stadium Cloth something pea coat. I looked it up based on the style name when I was deciding, since originally it was 50-50 and I thought that I entirely got to decide on my own. I looked up comps. Comps are actually pretty good. It's somewhere between like 70 and 90. So then spending $14.20 to potentially get like, I don't know, let's say $75. I think that's a pretty good investment. So I am happy that I got the one extra vote to decide yes. And that is everything that I picked up. So in the end, I sourced 11 items in this video that my Instagram followers told me to buy. I had a lot of fun doing it. I actually was getting pretty rapid responses. I was a little worried about that. Were people going to see my stories fast enough while I was still in the store to vote on them? Because I was deleting them as soon as I left the store just so like it wasn't cluttering my story feed. But I was getting a decent amount of responses. I assume maybe some people told some people that I was doing it so that I can get more results. And I had someone tell me that they enjoyed having like a live haul like that. And they can see basically what other people think about sourcing decisions. So I think it was kind of fun for everyone. I definitely would do this again. Let me know if you want to see a video like this again. Maybe I'll do it for last chance. I think that would be like a fun way to switch it up. So if you want to see that, let me know in a comment down below and give this video a thumbs up so I know that you liked it. And if you aren't subscribed to this channel, definitely subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.